Classes continue as usual until the end of week 13, 9th of May. Week 14 and 15 are official exam weeks. The exam timetable is released by the end of week 12. The results will be released to students via Moodle on 30th of May. Examinations are held in accordance with the exam timetable. Academic demands on students are taken into consideration. No student will be required to sit more than 2 exams in one day. Students should arrive at the exam room at least 10 minutes before the exam start time. All exams start at the time stated on the exam timetable. Students must bring photo identification to the exam and place it on the corner of the table. Silence should be observed as soon as students enter the exam room. If students need to speak to an invigilator, they should raise their hand. The first 10 minutes of every exam is reading time. Students are not allowed to write during reading time. Your teacher will be in the exam room during reading time only and can answer any questions you have about the exam. 2 other invigilators are present throughout the exam. Invigilator equals trained exam supervisor. Students who are late to the exam can enter up to 30 minutes after the start time, i.e., if the start time is 9 a.m., students can only enter until 9:30 a.m. Students arriving after the 30-minute cutoff will not be permitted to enter. If a student arrives late, they are not given any extra time. If you are sick for your exam, you must provide a medical certificate within 24 hours of the exam start and time. If the exam is on a Friday, it is acceptable to produce a medical certificate before 10 a.m. on the following Monday. Students with medical certificates will be offered an opportunity to sit a deferred exam at a time and date decided by MIT. If a student commences an exam but then decides that they are sick during the exam, a deferred exam will not be offered. Students are not permitted to leave during the first 30 minutes of an exam. After this, students may request to go to the bathroom by raising their hand and asking an invigilator to accompany them. Students who finish the exam early may leave quietly. However, students may not leave during the last 15 minutes of the exam, as this disturbs other students trying to finish their work. Students are permitted to take purses, wallets into the exam room and place them under the desk or in their bags. Bags are placed in the designated bag area. Students are permitted to take pens, pencils, and erasers into the exam room. Pencil cases must be placed underneath the desk. Material which is permitted for use during the exam, for example notes, textbooks, calculators, will be specified by the teacher prior to the exam. No mobile phones are allowed. These must be switched off and placed in your bag. Students are not allowed to bring food or drinks into the exam. Bottled water is allowed. Students may not lend or share equipment during the exam. Please ensure you have the equipment you need. Students are not permitted to remove any exam papers, answer sheets, or notes from the exam room. Academic misconduct includes, but is not limited to, looking at other students' work, using electronic devices with stored text, Using notes written on such items as watches, calculator covers, rulers, clothing, or skin. Having an authorized material on the desk. Allowing another student to sit the exam. Signaling or other communication between students. Attempting to photograph or remove examination materials. Attempting to access unauthorized materials in bathrooms or toilets. Strict penalties will apply to cases of academic misconduct. Reasonable adjustment is the process used to ensure that a student with documented needs is still able to attempt the assessment by the modification or adjustment of the assessment. If you think you are eligible for reasonable adjustment, please see your teacher or Vanessa Richardson-Newton, Student Liaison Officer. Diploma students only. Students may be awarded the right to sit a supplementary examination if the student's final mark is in the range of 45 to 49%, and the student has failed only one subject in the trimester, or it is the student's final trimester of study. Eligibility for supplementary exams will be decided by the academic coordinators. Students can only receive a final maximum mark of 50% as a result of sitting a supplementary examination. Results will be released to students via Moodle on 30th of May. Any discrepancies over marks must be addressed within 5 days of assessment results release. This means you will not be able to request remarks for earlier assessments, as these should have been discussed during trimester. Grace marks, or extra marks to help students pass units, are not given at MIT. This practice may exist in other cultures, but it is not part of Australian university culture. For more information on MIT's assessment policy, visit our website. Continuing students must be ready to start classes on Monday, week 1, the 9th of June. Due to a rise in the number of students arriving late to courses, MIT has decided to enforce our policy on trimester start. Continuing students must register on Thursday the 5th or Friday the 6th of June. Registration equals collection of timetable and book lists, payments of course fees. MIT will not email timetables to students. Students who register after these dates will incur a late registration fee. Students who fail to register before the end of week 1, Friday the 13th of June, will not be permitted to study in trimester 2 and will need to defer their studies until trimester 3. Please ensure you are ready to start classes on time and have your course books and materials. Please see the MIT office if you have any further questions.